One thing that caught me by surprise was how obsessed I would be over this little journal. Have you ever connected so well with a notebook or maybe a pen that it just consumed you creatively? You're always reaching for it, finding ways and excuses to use it or wanting to put your hands on it. You're wanting to carry it with you at all times, or maybe even sometimes you just want to just hold it as if it's your comfort teddy bear or your comfort blanket. I can already tell moving into 2025, this is going to be my little emotional support journal, my ESJ. But in today's video, I want to share with you some ways that I've customized this, and I've incorporated some really productive and like not even quirks, but just little things that I want to refer back to that could help with your setup or maybe inspire your journal setup as well. One thing I have been doing for over 7 years now is picking a power word for the new year, or also what I refer to as my word of the year, WOTY. So this is what I have incorporated and updated since my last Hobonichi setup. Now keep in mind, what I'm about to show you, you can use any brand of notebook, any size of notebook. What's really kind of the takeaway is just using what works for you and picking a style or a method that you know that you're going to commit to, that you're going to bond with, that's going to maybe encourage you to use your planner or your journal moving into the new year. So by me picking a word of the year, it's just a daily reminder of something that I want to be intentional about and focus on, and just to keep me on track in like my personal life and my creative life as well. So before I share that with you, I am going to go over some updates that a lot of you guys have been asking. And since the last video, you may notice that my notebook looks a little different. This is an A6 size journal, and this brand is by Hobonichi. This is their one-piece edition for 2025, and they do make this notebook without, the special covers and without the special graphics within the notebook. So I've received a lot of messages asking, where I got this from, if all of them are like this, and no, they do sell other designs. So I'll leave the website down below if you're not familiar with the Hobonichi Japanese brand. And what drew me to this was that the cover is very durable, yet still flexible, and it has this beautiful kind of like fabric, almost like it feels like a tie, this material. And a few questions I get asked is how I attached my charms, where I got them from, and how easy is it to put them on. It's very, very easy. These charms are from the Michael's Arts and Crafts Supply store, but you can really use any charm. Just put it through this little loop here. And then you can see right here, the residue. I use fabric glue right here. You can see dries up. And it's very sturdy. And yeah, I like this method. Another update is I added my little Yumi ephemera. This came with the Hobonichi A5 cover, if you're wondering, because I've gotten a lot of questions about where this is from. And then I just washi kind of taped it on here. There is a clear cover, which a lot of you guys have seen in my last Hobonichi techo setup, but just to avoid the glare and to be easy on the eyes, I took it off. This is an embroidered patch, so you can really have fun with your journal. And again, it doesn't have to be just for the Hobonichi brand. You can use this with maybe your Midori A6 notebook, your Moleskine, your Tomo River notebook. Just accessorize your cover with any type of stickers that you have. Oh, before I get to that, I forgot to also mention, a lot of you guys were asking where these side tabs are from and what they are called. You can just Google monthly notebook tabs or journal tabs. This is specifically from the Travelers Company, and every year they come out with like a sticker set, and I have collected these throughout the years. And yeah, one side it has the numbers, the others it has the actual labeling of the month. So that is where that is from, but you can really use any type. Even Hobonichi has their own version. Also, speaking of decorations, this is also the Hobonichi brand, but this is their weeks, the mega version. And as you can see, I did the same concept here, adding my own little sticker decor with the embroidered patch. I labeled it, and then I added one of these charms, but I just put it on a paper clip to accessorize it. So have fun with your notebook, make it yours, make it unique, customize it. And I find when you just add your own little quirky touch to it, it just makes the experience so fun and just so personal. And you may even find yourself wanting to, again, like reach for it because it just feels special to you now. So the word of the year, that is one thing that I wanted to include. And since the last video, I explained a little bit more in depth of how I intend on using this Hobonichi A6 techo, and the word of the year was the first thing that I did. Release is what I have chosen for 2025. Release, it holds a lot of weight in many areas in my life. I want to just release stress. I want to release the need to hoard a lot of stationery supplies. I want to release the fear and limiting beliefs that I have about just, life and myself. Also, I want to release certain habits that I have and wanting to be just like a fitter, better, healthier version of myself. So yeah, this little word it's little, but it's mighty, and it holds a lot of intention behind it. So I encourage you to pick a word of the year. Now, I call it a word of the year, but I know that I may change it. So maybe after the quarter or halfway through the year, if this has been accomplished, or if I resonate strongly with another word, then I will just add it, beneath it. So that is that, and just added some personal touches from, everyday ephemera that I find. Now, another thing that I want to update you guys on is my monthly section. So that is what, before I get to that, I do want to encourage you, and this is from personal experience, I want to encourage you to find a pen that you love using and see how it works with any notebook that you dive into. So again, it doesn't have to be this Hobonichi brand, but I learned that the hard way in past years that you could love a pen so much and a notebook, but sometimes maybe they don't go well together. Maybe the paper doesn't hold up to the ink you use, maybe it smears, maybe it's too slick. So before you fully commit and dive in and set up, test out the inks or the pen that you want to use. For me, this is the one that I have chosen. I'd love to know what you have decided to use as maybe your go-to writer or the one that you reach for the most. For an everyday, safe, reliable carry, this is the Uni Jet Stream. And the Hobonichi brand, they do, they come with like, if you order off their website, they include a little multi-barrel pen with your order. But I find that the tip here is too, it's too fine for me. What is this, a 0.3, you guys think? Yeah, I think it's like a 0.3 that it comes with. And I found that while I like the multi-barrel ballpoint, I prefer the 0.7. So that's what I've had within my collection. And I'm going to be using that along with, you guys know this is my favorite fountain pen at the moment. My favorite brand is the TWSBI brand. It's very beginner friendly, and this one is the one I'm obsessed with. It's the Cafe Bronze version, and it's inked with Cafe Crema. It's a beautiful brown, and it just writes so smooth. It's a medium nib, but for my fine writers, you might enjoy like an extra fine nib or a fine nib. So going to the highlights, okay? So do your ink test. That's what, I encourage you to do. And then what I'm going to start to do, I've already did a little bit here on my monthly section, but I have to transfer some things over that I had in my mega weeks and put it in here. But the highlights, for my month at a glance, I'm going to highlight here just little things throughout the day that I can pinpoint what was memorable about that day. So, on the 2nd of December, I put up the tree, the Christmas tree, decorated it, put up all like the decorations. I think traditionally in our family, we do that after the Thanksgiving. So I have to go back and transfer some notes that I had as well from here because I want all my memories together. And then, I got the haircut this week. I had some friends that flew in to town, and then I started watching the show The Empress on Netflix. So just little things like that. I get asked a lot, what to journal about, what do I journal about, and going back, the sticker fell off, but going back to like this size, the A6 size, if you are new to journaling but you feel like you don't have much to say about your day or your life, maybe the bigger notebooks are intimidating, give maybe a pocket size or an A6 size a try, because the pages aren't that big and it isn't as intimidating or daunting where you might feel the pressure to fill the page, or you might feel guilty that the page is left empty. And even if you have nothing to really write about, the page is small enough where maybe if you slap on a sticker, or if you put in like a post-it note or a picture or a postcard, it still feels like it's full of life. So that's just a little tip. And then the next thing I want to update you guys on, the books. You guys know I have become a book girly in 2024. In this year, I'm obsessed. Well, I became back obsessed with reading, and I had a goal this year to read at least 50 books, and I've surpassed that goal. I'm so excited. So moving into 2025, I do have the same goal of reading at least 50 books. And I know I'll probably read more, but I don't want to put that much pressure on myself. I don't want to say, I'm going to read 100, and if I don't hit it, I'll feel disappointed. So it's better to, what's it called? Like under promise and over deliver. Yeah. So I'm just going to stick to 50. And then if I pass the 50, then, I'll feel like, oh, wow, I accomplished, I went above and beyond. So here, this is where I have a little bit of an update. And I explained this in my last video. I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing this right now. So in this monthly section, what I want to do, or what I'm going to actually start doing, is adding the title of the book that I'm reading. So for example here, I decided to actually draw this section out a little bit more. So on the Hobonichi A6, or actually all of their versions right here, they have like this blank section, and actually, let me not do 2025. Oops, I meant, here. In the A6 techo, they have these 3 months that you can use in the new 2026 year. So you have January, February, and March. I know I'm not going to use these months because, let's face it, I'll already be ready to move into the new year in a new notebook. So instead of having these pages go to waste, I thought I could use these as a book tracker or book list. So here, I'm going to, each row is going to mark each month, because again, I'm going to keep my goal low or somewhat like achievable and obtainable, so that way it's just, more motivating and easier to follow. So the way I have it set up in my mind, let me just section this off right here. I'm going to just put a little line, like that. Just sectioning it off. It kind of already, lays it out here for me because I can see the shadowing from the other month. But this is going to be each month. So I'm starting December this month. December 2024, I have 8 boxes where I can write down the title of a book. This will be for January. This row will be for February, March, April, and then so forth. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then I still have 16 extra boxes. So again, if I want to, if I find myself reading more, then that's great. But if my goal is to read at least 50 books for the year, that averages out to about four books a month. Wait, is it? Yeah, 4 books a month. So about 1 book a week, which I could do. And so I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys real quick. So I'm going to, after this video, I'm going to go back and actually I can probably just do this right now. Let me, what color should I do? Black, blue, green. Maybe I'll do black. Yeah, I'm just going to do black. Okay. So here I'm going to write, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do it like this. December. And then the book that I actually started this month, Empire of Storms. It's from the Throne of Glass series. And once I finish that, you know, I can put a little star rating on the bottom if it was 4 or 5 star, maybe 2 star, and then I can go on to my next book. Now, I am a mood reader, so sometimes I'm juggling multiple books. So if I start a new book, then I will write it in here. The next book that I'm reading, you know, The Wheel of the Many, and then if I start a third book, I can do that. I'll go over symbols maybe in the next video, because I have like this whole thing mapped out in my mind of how I'm going to keep track of what books I finished, which ones are ongoing, but I don't want to make this video too long. All right, so after books, we are going to talk about goals. Now, this section I have, let's see, right here. I've already stamped goals, and this is, again, you can use this with any notebook, but for those that do have the Hobonichi brand, it's going to be the page right before your daily January starts. So here is where I'm going to write goals, and I'm going to do that after, you know, I finish this video off camera, but I've thought about sectioning it off and putting them in different quads, like personal, work, health, but I know with like my ADHD mind, I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I just really want to just jot the goals down and not having to worry about categorizing it. So I'm just going to just make a list format. Lists makes my brain happy, and I know that's something that I can just kind of keep up with. But a few goals that I have in mind, you know, is to, again, read at least 50 books, and then I want to definitely like sketch or draw more within my journals. I want to at least, you know, walk 3 or 4 miles a day, things like that. And then I definitely want to attend a pen or stationery convention, and hopefully maybe travel like out of the country to maybe like Japan or Scotland. Something like that. So that's, I think 1 page will suffice, because again, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So while this is a 2-page spread, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet and just do a little bullet list of little personal goals and check them off as they come. And then if I think of more, I can add it here, or maybe I can add images of the goals when I do accomplish them. And then another update that I have is notes. Oh, wow, we got to the, okay. So, oh, that's another thing. Okay, before we get to the notes, on my monthlies, you can see I've already pre-decorated. You guys, I'm telling you, this notebook, it just consumed me. I just love this little notebook so much, and I'm usually not like a pre-decorator, but I just could not help to add these little stickers. A pen pal of mine knew that I was really into Snoopy, and she sent this little sticker sheet, and yeah, I just added a couple here and there because I know that I wanted them in my notebook. But one of my goals this year is to sketch or at least paint more. on top of using my sticker goods, but I really want to exercise like my creativity. And when I get off camera, which I hope to show you guys in part 2 of this video, I want to like watercolor more. So instead of having the need to like put stickers, if I use some type of paint or watercolor, I can still write over it, because once you put a sticker down, you can't, write over it. So by me watercoloring and just adding some life to it, the colors, I don't know, it'll be like more fun. And yeah, and then I'm going to I'm trying to think. Okay, there are some things that I wanted to go over before I finish this cover. Now when it comes to the books, okay, so for the books, let me show you overhead. Okay, can you guys tell I'm so excited about starting this notebook in 2025? All right, so another idea that I wanted to share with you that I intend on doing, because this is going to be kind of like my carry around notebook. And did I mention, because this size is so compact and lightweight, I find that it's going to be easy for me to use everywhere. Like if I want to journal in my bed, if I want to journal on the couch, if I want to jot down notes while I'm in the car, maybe if I'm on my lunch break, because this size is so like cute and lightweight and compact, I find that I will most likely use it more if I can carry it around more. So that's something to note too when you're considering kind of like your everyday carry around journal, or like I refer to this as my emotional support journal. But the book section, I'm going to also put a tab on here. I have to go through my stickers. I'm going to put a separate tab, so that way it's, right now I'm just using this flag, this page flag, but I want to have like an official tab so I can just refer back to my book list. But once I finish the month, I'm going to print out little images of the books that I've read and add them, because I'm a visual person too. I'm going to add them. I'm thinking about just, first I'll write it so I'll remember, but then I can just put it on top of the actual month like this. And I can just cover it. And then it will just be kind of like my own personal library. What do you guys think? I like that. Because sometimes for me, it's easy to recognize a book, obviously like based off of its cover. So if a friend, if a friend recommends a book, I can look back and say, oh yeah, no, I remember I read that book because that title looks so familiar. Or if someone recommends a book, when I'm at the bookstore, it's easier for me to find it based off of the book sleeve or the book design versus just the title, if that makes sense. Some books are so recognizable that you can spot it from a mile away, kind of like the ACOTAR series, or also known as A Court of Thorns and Roses. I can recognize that that series when it's on people's bookshelves from like a mile away, because it's so distinctive. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And also some decorations that I'm going to be adding in here that you can include for yourself is, okay, hold on. I'm going to put this clear cover on, by the way, once I turn off this video. But speaking of like little trinkets and whatnot, I came across these little fortune cookie right here. So I'm just going to add this. Good fortune is on. I'm going to add these in here. And then I like this smile. Oops. Ooh. So sometimes, and I always, encourage you guys to just keep your eyes open for like junk, because that junk can turn into treasure, and it can just make your notebook again like unique and memorable and personal. So that's kind of what I keep in this little trinket container, are just little ephemera bits that I want to use again like sooner rather than later. So you can paste it on here, glue it, tape it. But just these little touches already, adding to my personalizations. So I like this smile. And should I put it? I kind of like it right here. And then this, what is this? Yeah, there are some stickers. Okay, let me show you that I wanted to use. This I found like in junk mail. I think it was like a credit card offer trying to get me to sign up. But I thought, oh, this is so perfect because, I mean, One Piece, they are like traveling, if you're not familiar with that series or that show. And I thought, oh, that would be a perfect thing to incorporate in here because I do want to make my travel dreams come true. So I just like to collect and hoard, everyday ephemera bits because you never know when they'll come in handy. And did I mention too, did I show you guys this hack? I think I did. Just looping a charm through your paper clip, and then you can just add a little more like razzle dazzle to your notebook. Yeah, this is also like a good bookmarker. So if you are maybe, you wanting to keep track of the day, just add it like that. Okay. So now that that's done, let me add the clear cover. I get asked a lot about this, and no, this is not the actual techo cover. I think a lot of you guys were confused because you're like, oh, mine doesn't fit. This one has to be specifically the Hone edition. So the Hobonichi, they make 2 different versions. Make sure you get the Hone edition because it is specifically designed to fit their fabric cover better and like more snug. The other A6 covers are for the cover on cover. And I got all of these like directly from the Hobonichi website because that's another question I get asked is that where do I get these? Did I get them on Amazon? I got these through the website. I find that when you order through the Hobonichi website, you get, the extra bonus goodies like the yellow pen for this year. And some of them are, depending on what you order, you get that little A6 size like notebook freebie. But if you're going to be buying multiple things from the Hobonichi brand, I find that it's just more cost efficient to go through the website because if you go through Amazon, even if you get like one item, it's marked up by $30, $30 or $20. And if you go on the website, you're going to pay $20 or $30 just total for the shipping, at least here in the United States. So I rather just pay the $20, $30 for shipping and then get everything else at like retail price because this on their website, I think it was like $29 or $30, but on Amazon it's retailing for I think like what, $50, $60. So it's like you already paid the markup. Might as well just go directly on the website so that way you can get like other things that are going to be cheaper. Like the weeks will be $20 for you. The clear cover will be like $3 or $4. You can get little accessories. So I just find it more cost efficient to go through the website, me personally. And shipping did not really take long. I think it took like maybe like 5 days. So another thing that you could do if you're like me, and again, like if you like your decorations based off of your mood, one thing that I like to do instead of committing to a sticker like year round, I have just stopped peeling these and just using like washi, as you saw with this, using washi, or you can use double-sided tape and you can just stick it on here. You can just stick it on here, and then when the season is over, or if you're over that sticker, you can reuse it, just put it in your junk drawer somewhere and switch it out for like another sticker. So here I have my Snoopy sticker, and I am just going to slip this here on the side. So it's like seasonal. And then when I want to, switch it out, then I can use, like other stickers that I come across or that I want to use. I like this. I can relate. I'm always worried. And yeah, just things like that. I want to use this pin for something, so I might use it on one of my canvas bags one of these days. these, okay, if you have a TJ Maxx, Home Goods, or Marshalls in your area, look in their stationery section, because Snoopy is, I don't know what it is here in the United States. Like, finally they're getting on the Peanuts ball. And it was hard to come across Peanuts, anything, branded anything, for like years, at least where I live. And I noticed that this year, Peanuts is coming back. So let me know if you guys have experienced that. I feel like Home Goods and TJ Maxx, they're selling everything like Peanuts related. So I found these lists, these like magnetic lists by the brand Graphique. But you know what? I saw these at Barnes & Noble as well. So if you love Snoopy or the Peanuts gang, then check your local, like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, because you might come across some cute things like that. But this is also something that I could add right here. What do you guys think? Is it like doing too much? I don't know. I just decorate when I'm in the mood as I feel fit. I like how this has happy thoughts too. So again, like just finding everyday paper bits, you know, you can just, oh, I kind of like it. Maybe like right here. Yeah, you can just transform your notebook or your journal real quick. You don't have to go out, you know, getting stickers. And you can use like printables. I think what I kind of like it, maybe I'll just put it right here. Yeah, I like right there. And then I like this happy thoughts. I kind of like, I don't want a uniformed look, so I'm gonna rip this. What are you using for the new year, by the way? Do you have your lineup already set up? Or do you know what size you're going to use? Are you an A6 size person, or maybe pocket, traveler's notebook size? Oh, I love this. Cute. Okay, see? So I get asked a lot of questions too, like where do I find all of my ephemera? You guys, I just collect them here and there. And sometimes when I find cute ephemera, but I don't know what I want to use it for right away, I'll just throw it in my little junk drawer right here. And then afternoons when I, want to find inspiration, I'll just go, like this is one of my moleskin stickers. I'll just go through and see what I haven't used and what I've been hoarding. But again, that's one of my goals this year. I want to stop hoarding and I want to start using. Or if I'm going to hoard, then I don't want to consume and hoard. Like I'll, collect things if it's free, like ephemera that I find, but I don't want to like consume and purchase and buy. I want to start using up what I have. So that is definitely, again, going back into my power word for 2025 is to release. These are some charms, speaking of hoarding, that I have been holding on to for like a few years now. I don't know if they still sell this. This is from Hobby Lobby. And I was drawn to the imagery at the time, and I just never used it until I was going through my little junk drawer and I found, oh my gosh, this color combination is perfect for my A6 journal, because the blue right here with this and then the red with the back color. So I kind of wish that I could use this here on the bookmark, but I mean, I love the Snoopy so much that I figured, oh, it's fine. I can just turn this into my paperclip charm. So all I have to do is just loop these through. It's so easy, you guys. And again, you can use charms from like old jewelry that you find, thrift stores, and all you do is just loop it through your paper clip, and then there you go. Ta-da! And when you clip it, now you have like a cute little accessory like that. And I think that's all for now. I don't want to, again, this video is already long, but I kind of wanted to walk you guys through my process. in live real time. One thing that I think I'm going to do right now off camera, along with writing my goals, is, speaking of ephemera, this was for this year, 2024, the Hobonichi brand. This came with, like the merchandise that you would get. And I was holding on to this because I knew one day I would use this. And as I was going through the pamphlet, I was thinking, how cute would this be if I just cut these out and added them as decor for my notebook? Like, technically, life is present. I mean, I love that. Life is present. Oh, I don't want to rip that. Like, I could cut this out and put it like right here. Or I put it like right there. Actually, I might just do that right now. And then these other cute little images, I'm going to use my little scissors and cut these out, put them in my junk drawer. And then when I am doodling or journaling, I can just glue these in here and put little personal touches to them. So things like that, where you don't have to like consume or buy stickers. If you just keep your eyes open, you will find that, there are creative like art supplies around you. This is cute. I wish, maybe I'll put it here. Maybe I'll put it here. What do you guys think? Or I could even put it like, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I can get rid of this. Life is present. So that way when I flip it, actually, I want it somewhere I'm always going to see it. I might just put it, what should I do? I want to, okay, I think, yeah, I'll just put it here for now. And then if I want to replace it, I can just put more tape. All right, that is that, you guys. I'll see you in part 2 because I have to update you on notes, okay? How I plan on incorporating notes within this notebook. So stay tuned.